Hello all, and welcome to our Let's Compete. Now, you may be wondering, what is a Let's Compete? Well, that, my friends, is what this promo is all about. Way back when, like late 1990s, my friend and I used to come up with crazy challenges for each other on games. For instance, one time I offered to get him Final Fantasy VII, and then he could pay me back later. However, if he could get to and pass the Materia Keeper using only the Buster Blade and no offensive magic, then he would only have to pay, I believe it was $20 instead of $30. And sure enough, he rose to the challenge and overcame it. So now, we see Let's Plays up on YouTube all the time, and finally, Square Enix decided to remaster Final Fantasy XII, which both me and Saikotsu have been wanting to be remastered so we could play through again for a while. So we figured, hey, why don't the both of us play through the game and record ourselves? Put in a point system based on certain things we accomplish in game, and then see who gets the most by the end. And so the idea for this Let's Compete was born. So, pretty simple concept, but potentially as we see it, something that could be fun and, who knows, even go beyond that. Now, granted, this is both of our first fortes into doing stuff like this. We will both be working on finding a good groove and the best method to go about things, and I'll be learning the editing side as I go as well. So, to sum up basically how this will go, the both of us will play through and record ourselves. We'll have commentary alongside, whatever comes to mind. My side will potentially be a little ragey, though I promise I'll try to keep that to a minimum. We'll both aim for about 3 hours of footage a week, which should give me a good sampling to aim for between 15 to 30 minute episodes. Then I'll edit everything together, and we'll aim to start posting episodes by the end of October. As we go along, I'll make visual notes on screen of when points are earned and what for. I'll keep a running tally on screen of points for each of us. The points will work as follows. We'll get 5 points for each bronze PlayStation trophy earned, 10 for each silver, and 15 for each gold. And if one of us should get to platinum, that will net a whopping 50 points. In Final Fantasy XII, there are 80 rare monsters. Monsters that either require certain conditions to spawn or have a specifically low rate of spawn that are stronger than normal monsters in the area. 30 of these will only show once the Hunt Club quest is started, and are among the more difficult to take down. We've made a list of these monsters and classified them as easy, medium, hard, or Hunt Club. Finding and killing any easy will net 5 points, medium will net 10, a hard will net 15, and a Hunt Club specific monster will net 20. Now, equipment was a little harder to classify for points, but in the end we figured that we would only award points for any that could be classified as ultimate weapons. Weapons that either have the highest attack per weapon type, or have an effect or particular stat that makes them more effective than most others of the same weapon type. We also identified a couple special cases that will be worth a good deal more points. These are weapons or equipment that are obtainable only by sheer luck. Only 2 such items fell into this category, so they may or may not turn into game changers on the final score. Ultimate weapons or equipment have been classified into normal to obtain, in other words, weapons that are relatively easy to obtain as far as ultimates go. These are obtainable either as hunt rewards or by selling the correct items to the bazaar. Extras are classified as such because they have either a low chance to be obtained from chests or must be stolen from monsters. And as I explained earlier, special classifications go to only 2 items obtainable sheerly by luck. Normal class nets 10 points, extra nets 15, and the specials will net 20. The last section I have to explain for you are espers. As every Final Fantasy fan knows, these creatures are named differently in every game. Sometimes they're called espers, sometimes summons, sometimes aeons. Regardless, these are powerful allies that, should you meet the conditions, will grant you the ability to use them in battle for usually extraordinary amounts of damage. In 12, there are 4 of these that are obtained through the story, and as such, these will not net any points. However, the other 8 will net 10 apiece, with the exception of Ultima and Zodiark, who will net 20 apiece. Both Saikotsu and I have been armed with the updated strategy guides, should we feel we need, as well as a site we found that gives conditions for the spawns or the rare monsters. This way we both have easy access to everything the other does in order to keep things fair. Again, this is both of our first foray into doing stuff like this, so please be civil with any comments. Any constructive suggestions are always appreciated, and we hope you all enjoy the series.